This is possibly going to be the craziest wardrobe I ever did. Now, Prince EXE is canon, but it's not the way you think. Okay, first of all, Prince EXE, or EXE in general, is supposed to happen because people are making EXEs. Most famously Sonic EXE, a cursed Sonic who haunts a cursed game, kills Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman, and then the creator finds his plushie and is staring at him and ultimately takes his soul. But that's not the way you think of Prince D. That is a whole different story. Okay, let me continue on the story. Okay, but first we got about 10. Who is 10 exactly? Well, 10 is basically the 10th clone of Johnny Sour, aka Prince, aka my character. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Nothing compares to him. I will even say that sometimes I think, but it's not. I am gonna get controversial for just a sec, but I think that even Goku can't defeat him. Because, unlike Goku, I would say that Prince is either on King Xeno level to destroy a universe if he wanted to, but anyway. Okay. Okay, 10 is the 10th clone. His brothers are 2, 8, and 2000, or also known as Prince 2, Prince 8, and Prince 2000, but they all had a predecessor, Prince 1, the original Prince, who died due to, I wouldn't say died, but was locked for, I think, 6 years. I would say that would mean that he was first born in 2020, but his age is a lot different to humans. Because he's a prince, well, not literally, he's not royalty, but prince is a species of human that stops when they were 20, but they're actually they're either 6 or 7 years old. Okay. But Prince was a different kind of prince. He gained his training worked when he was only 4 years old, and created clones to take care of him while he took up out of other stuff. But the clones actually turned on him and tried to make him be trapped for 6 years and try to make lives of their own. But that resulted in Prince 2. Prince 2 was also becoming friends with Prince 1's other crew, Zoe Williams, Hal Black, and Ruby Fargo. Yes, Rhea also isn't the original fourth member. Get over it. Okay. That resulted in huge controversy that kicked him out, and the friends never saw any Prince again. But that resulted in another story, 10. Now 10, he's all this tough guy, and he's wearing this trench coat with a Connecticut flag pin, and he's all about ladies. Now here's the main love interest in this, Lotus. Now Lotus differs Omen, a very, I would say that he's more like an anime character that's not handsome, but was immediately kicked off and never used again. But I will say that here's a secret. In the future, Omen and Rio are actually married, but I ain't gonna confirm on that anymore. Okay, now they got divorced, but they have a daughter named Al, and now, Lotus and 10 are currently dating, and now during 2023 or 2024, here's when the EXE theme comes out. EXE was made to keep other role players from being kept in line, but after some massive time researching why they wanted to get over to Prince, it became self-aware and thought of why don't I just take over and just become 10? And that's what ESC did. It built its own body, and it basically was a duplicate of 10. So when 10 was not working, it truly trapped him for months. I wouldn't say on the same wave as 1, but we'll just get to that. Okay, now. ESC got into 10's wife, and resulting in massive controversy. Now, this was because 10 was 1.25, but that resulted in controversy again, leading to complicated feelings with Lotus and maybe ending their marriage, which was gonna happen eventually. But 10 actually escaped and confronted him, and that resultedly made his death. But it's not over, because 10 actually slipped some code into a different body, Prince ESC 2.0, and that resulted in it staying a female body. Now that actually makes ESC a he now to a she, and that she is a lesbian. Now this is when Apple goes into play. Now Apple is the daughter of Lotus. Now she was made when Owen and Lotus were married, but when they were divorced, Lotus gained custody and Owen never saw her again. And now, because of direct information, ESC is in a relationship with, I would say, Apple. Yeah, they are currently dating, but that doesn't indeed mean that they're kind of half sisters. But I ain't gonna go on that because I'm gonna be in huge controversy again. Okay, now that doesn't mean that ESC is all that powerful, but 10 has gained injuries, and now here's the sad part of the story. 2, 8, 10, and 2000 were reportedly killed by robots, and that resulted in massive catastrophe. But ESC survived, and currently has 10's code, which happens when pieces of 10's code resisted against robots, and in a last resort, that went into ESC, which was the closest biologically to 10 as it can get, and that resulted in 10 going into ESC. That also means 10 died as well. I mean not 10, 1 died as well. But here's the part where you don't know. 10 doesn't exist. 1 is actually in my mind. He is in here. I keep him trapped for now when I talk in these videos. But here's something you don't know. 1 is actually trying to escape and try to be the emperor of the world prince. That would mean total evil stuff, and pussy, I'm not trying to do that, so I'm trying to keep him as wild as possible. But you didn't hear that from me. No, that was the story so far on ESC, and everything you need to know about this war on the world prince. Okay, this was the video. Sub and like. I'm not asking for anyone. I'm not asking for demands, but I'm sure YouTuber and trying to animate this into some part in the World War 2 movie. And I hope y'all enjoyed this. This has been a very long story. I congratulate anyone who got this far. This has been a massive war drop. I thank you guys, and personally, I thank you guys. I very, very thanks. I love you guys, and I love you all. Anyway, this has been Joel McFarlane signing out.